Consider that warm approaches are better than cold approaches, right? Now, we see a lot of guys, there's a lot of guys online that recommend cold approaching, like going up to random people that you don't know and speaking to them and trying to get to know them. There's a lot of guys online that recommend that you do that. I mean, me personally, I think it's wiser to do what I refer to as a warm approach, right? When you're looking at any type of cold approach, and we're talking about cold calling, cold emailing, approaching a random person on the street and speaking to them, I'm not saying it's impossible to do stuff with them, but I'm saying you're looking at extremely low percentage industry-wide of a success rate, right? Any type of cold approach. I'm talking about literally speaking to anyone that you don't know, right? People don't trust strangers. Do you trust strangers? Do you trust the guy who walks up to you in a parking lot and says, hey, what's your name? What's your first instinct when someone does that to you, whether it's a man or a woman? Oh, this person might be trying to get money out of me. They might be looking for something. I don't know who this person is. Do they have another guy behind that car right there? Consider that a lot of people have instincts when it comes to strangers and people they don't know. Consider that when you look at how a lot of relationships develop, they develop from school, they develop from the workplace, they develop from places where a person took the time to get to know a person, right? Over a longer period of time before it developed into some type of relationship, right? Consider that something like that sometimes takes time. It sometimes takes time to build trust, to feel comfortable around a person where they're not necessarily looking to jump into that situation, right? And that's pretty much what a warm approach is. A warm approach is literally kind of approaching the concept of connections and relationships in general, of taking the time to warm up to a person, to connect with the person, getting to know a person without trying to jump and aim for a specific goal, without trying to just meet someone that you don't know off the street and try to force your way into that life. And I'm not saying a lot of guys do that. I'm saying, how do you feel when someone you don't know calls you on your phone randomly and says, hey, let's have a 5-minute conversation? How do you feel when someone walks up to you on the street, hey, let's have a 5-minute conversation? I'm sure you feel on edge. Yeah, everyone does. So something to consider.